Yeah, buddy.
Have you ever been called old?
Have I ever been called old?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. You know, like with the nature of my job,
Yeah.
I have like normally quite young people working around me.
Damn right. Yeah.
And at first, when I started working there, they were all about my age, right? And more, they've got younger. It's weird, but
Yeah.
no. Somebody, Jasmine, actually said to me the other day about how old I was,
Yeah.
and it really hurt. It really hurt me, Tom.
What'd she say, man?
I don't think it needs repeating, to be honest.
No.
I don't think it
But
needs
like, if it
repeating.
did need repeating, just saying now then.
Just might have been something to do with the music I listen to or something, like not being cool anymore. I don't know.
Oh, it sucks, right? Because it is cool. But when people call it retro and you go, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Retro? It's not retro.
What do you mean retro?
It's not.
Like,
When I was born, it's not retro. Loser.
you know what she said to me as well?
Go on.
Like, then I made her feel bad for calling me old, right? So then what she did was she tried to sympathize with me.
Oh.
And she said, yeah, no, to be fair, I know what you mean. I started talking to this girl the other day and I told her about, I asked her about One Direction and she said she didn't know who they were. And then I said, well, do you like Harry Styles? And she said, yeah, I love Harry Styles. And she said, well, he used to be in a band called One Direction. And she was like, I don't know who that is. And I was like, that's not the same.
That's not the same.
It's not the same, Jazz.
It's not the same if you
not
don't
the
know
same.
who Busted is. You know what I mean? It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
If you've never rocked out in your bedroom to Busted,
Yeah.
then you don't know what we're talking about.
That's, you know what I mean? But, I mean, at least she tried to sympathise with you. But,
She tried.
yeah, I got called old on the way home from work the other day by just saying that someone just greeted me and asked me if I knew a nightclub that closed down in the early noughties from where I'm from. And I was like, no. Why do you think I was nightclubbing in the early noughties? You demon! Also, I don't know you. I had props to him for being so out there. You know what I mean? He went from being really nice to like, hey, a little dig. That was fun. He humbled me. I was feeling too good that day, Chris, so that was quite nice. But it did lead me to the question of saying, like, what do you... Because we're all going to get old, and we're all getting old, right? But, like, what do you do that is, like, sometimes you have to check yourself and go, okay, that's really old. You know what I mean? Do you have, like, an old thing that you do?
It's difficult. I do find myself turning into my dad a lot.
Yeah. No
still
wrong
do
with
that.
that. I met your dad. Fine, man.
He's a fine man. He is a fine man. I mean, he raised me, so I can...
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I do. I have a habit like my dad, where if you know when you're doing like DIY stuff,
Yeah.
like you're like doing whatever, my dad always did this thing with his tongue, where like he sort of like he'd stick his tongue out whilst he was doing stuff, like doing that.
Yeah.
And I just caught myself the other day. I was at work and I was like fixing a stool or something, and I just found I caught myself with my tongue out, and I was like, "Oh no, that's what my dad used to do." I'm my dad. So I don't know. I don't know if that's an old thing or not.
Well, like having to have
imagine
something
I've
to
got
keep
that
your concentration phase. Maybe that's an old thing, sort of like a, or at least definitely if your dad did it, then I suppose maybe. But like my thing is noise. Like, hey,
noise.
fucking, I don't know. I've checked myself a little bit. I was in a bar and we're having a conversation with someone, and I had to say to him, "I'm sorry, mate. It's way too loud in here. What are you saying?" I was like,
does it have to be so loud?
I know. I'm getting so much more sensitive to noise. And I just think it's quite worrying because now, I mean, I don't go to nightclubs often, but imagine if I do go to a nightclub that hasn't closed down in the noughties. I haven't been to a nightclub since that one closed down.
No, this is my favorite one.
Yeah,
That's
like
it,
I just don't know.
I'm not clubbing ever again.
Do you remember when you just like you stand next to the speaker and your whole body would vibrate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe that's what's done it. Tinnitus, you know?
Maybe, yeah. Tinnitus, yeah.
Yeah, got a constant going on in my ears right now.
Oh, that'd be the worst, wouldn't it? Is that not just the worst thing?
Oh yeah,
like just all the time.
I know, man.
Oh,
It's
that'd be
awful.
horrible.
Well, welcome back to the podcast, guys, where we ask the question, do book covers tell the story? I'm Tom.
I'm Chris.
And this is Judge a Book by its cover. And we're still young, bitches. Yeah, I just thought, like, I don't know what I do know what the demographic listens to our podcast. It's kind of our age group, the cool age group. But we do have people over 50s listening to our podcast. So I was like, I'm sure they'll be like, look at those young people trying to relate to us. But you know what I mean? You just get a bit older and it does worry you a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah. They'll probably look at this and just go, you think you got problems.
Yeah, exactly.
To get to my age.
I like carry on.
Yeah, no. And it just makes me laugh. Like, I find I had a conversation the other day about it, saying that as soon as I turned 30, my whole life became about comfort.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't care anymore about it. Like,
just comfy clothes, man.
just comfy clothes. I live in sweaters now. Yeah. I love sweaters.
Yeah.
I love sweaters so much. They're just so comfy and so practical.
Yeah,
right?
they are, really are. I think,
and I want to get home, and the first thing I do is put my slippers on.
Oh man,
great.
Literally, like, so tomorrow which is Saturday, is meant to be like going out to a party, and the whole life of me just wants to sit on the couch and watch television.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
yeah,
I know 100%. I'm gonna
100%.
have fun when I'm at the party, but I also know I'm like, but like, but yeah, I
sit
think,
at home on the sofa with a bucket of chicken.
Yeah, just some really bad food to make me age quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To make me age quicker.
But I do like to think that you measure yourself on how old you are by when was the last time you fully sprinted. That's my theory. I ran for the bus the other day.
So often I do it for the bus.
I'm quite young.
Yeah.
I'm still young.
Yeah. I like to every so often when you do test yourself.
Yeah.
And you go on a full on sprint. I just love to be how surprised I am. I love the feeling of how surprised I am. Going, I didn't know I could still do that.
I was what do you call it? Because I remember a few months ago I was playing five-a-side with my the director of the play I was doing, and he was he's like over 50, he's like nearly 60 soon, and he was warming up, and I was like, oh, you're warming up? He was like, yeah, when you get to my age, man, you've got to warm up. And he did like a vigorous stretching routine, right? Kicked a football, did his foot.
Oh no!
First thing he did.
No.
Kicked the ball, and that was it. It was done.
Oh, mate, that's gutting.
He did all the stretching.
That's when you go, all right, age has finally beat me.
Yeah.
That's it. It's caught up.
He also, my dad said, so he wanted to take up running in lockdown. He said, I'm going to start jogging again. He said he ran from the end of the drive to the end of the street, and he'd pulled both his calves.
No way. Yeah. No.
Pulled both his calves.
He pulled both his calves.
He had to hobble home defeated, and
two sprains.
So he literally had left. His wife. He was like, "See you later. I'm going for a jog," and she must have been like, "Oh, hey, look at my man. He's so fit." And then he kind of hobbled back maybe 45 seconds later. As I'm saying, can't do that when it's done.
That's beautiful. I love that story. That's great.
Yeah. Well, shall we get into it, man?
Let's get into it.
So, Chris, tell the wonderful people what book we are doing today.
I'm glad you asked, Tom. I'm glad you asked.
Because I'm sure you've got it already.
I've got it up. I'm ready to go. I'm not stalling at all. I am not stalling. This is not me trying to stall for time. This is me just explaining to you that how prepared I am.
Good.
Because I'm so prepared, Tom, that I feel pretty good about myself, to be honest. I feel like I'm really smashing this episode. Totally not at all unprepared for this thing. Okay, Tom, I got the book. So, nailed it. So the book we're doing today is called Love and Hot Chicken by Mary Liza Hartong. Lisa or Liza? I don't know. It's Liza. I don't know.
Liza?
One of the two.
Liza?
Mary. We'll call her Mary. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's her first name.
Mary Hartong. MLH.
Mary Hartong.
Yeah. It's a very colourful book. I quite like this. So I looked at it was on, I think it was on bookriot.com. It was on the book covers of 2024 so far. And that was on one of their shortlists. Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, it does look good. It's good colours. It's, a delicious southern novel. I've got that going on.
The animated part of it, because
Yeah.
obviously it's quite cartoony a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of when we did Red and...
Hey, that's very true. It's got like a very similar, Frank and Red
What's it
vibe.
called? Frank and Red.
Frank
there
and
you go.
Red,
Frank and Red.
yeah.
It's got...
So if
Frank
you
and Red
want to
vibe.
play along, guys, which I'm sure you've been doing all season long, is go and check that out. It's the one with it's a red shed. It's got Love and Hot Chicken on the side of it. You got a picnic basket in front of it. You got food on it. You got some sunflowers, and you got Mary Liza Hartong on top in the clouds. You got 3 seconds.
Nailed it.
Let's move on. So okay, Chris.
It never gets old, that.
Just big fan. I think gone are the days of the word picture, man. So I think it's much easier. You know what I mean? Let them do the work. We don't have to do the work.
Let the audience do the work.
Let the audience do the work. And we're just stalling for time, Chris. So let's just fucking into this southern novel. Southern drawl. Southern novel.
Let's get into it.
Is that, by the way, is that like hot chicken?
Mary Liza Hartong. Loving hot chicken. You about to get J.A.B.B.I.C,
son. That was great.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're back, by the way, and halfway through Chris getting ready. This is why I came back so soon, because Chris did.
Yeah, I know you did.
What did you do? What did you just do, Chris?
About it.
What did you just do to get in position?
I'm trying to get myself comfy, man. I'm getting pillows behind me. I'm making noises. Talk about getting old.
I'm gonna say, let's go. Count it. The old counter. God. We should have an old counter. You're cozy, buddy.
No, I think I'm comfy.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here anyway, so let's go for it.
We've been doing half the podcast already. A quarter of the podcast, I'd say. So, Chris, I would say what jumps out at you first, but I've got a question to ask you. Hot chicken, is that like, oh, that's spicy? Or, that chicken's pretty hot? As chickens go.
I think that chicken's checking me out.
I think that's pretty hot
Pretty
chicken.
hot.
That's pretty hot.
It's pretty hot chicken. Burger.
Was that your sexy chicken?
Or
was that you answering the chicken back in chicken?
No, try and do a sexy chicken now.
Burger. Burger.
What?
I said
when
in
you
chicken,
did that, I feel like he had a message there, like really.
Yeah, what I turned into chicken was ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
It was the head movement as well. You had a lot of sass when you did it.
Of course,
Like,
you saying hot chickens aren't sassy? I think so.
the best ones are.
All the best ones are. No, jokes aside, Chris.
Yeah.
Let's get down to brass tacks. It's I think I know where hot chicken is.
Go.
Well, I went to Tennessee and I went to Nashville and they did, I don't know if it was a Nashville thing or a Tennessee thing, but they did hot chicken. That's what they were famous for. That's also when I found out
Hot chicken is
cockroaches
in
can
spicy
fly.
chicken, or hot chicken is in heat.
As in, hot chicken is in spicy.
Spicy chicken.
And it's also where I found that's when I found out cockroaches can fly.
Nice.
I know. That is terrifying.
But also, the spiciness of the chicken could be almost metaphorical
Yeah?
to the spiciness of the love.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, so
we're gonna lay the groundwork.
yeah. So obviously we got two people meeting, right? This is love, man.
This is love.
Okay, we got a little shack thing going on there, right? A little like looks like the side of a shack, like a food shack, food
Love
hut.
shack, baby, love shack.
Yeah. Oh, it's a love shack.
Love shack, baby, love shack.
I think the location. I want to say, buddy, location straight away. Let's put it in Tennessee,
Tennessee.
in the South.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah? Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm happy with Tennessee. Let's go.
Let's go. And I think it's going to be suburb because we got like in some kind of rural sort of area in Tennessee because we got sunflowers, man.
We got sunflowers.
Yeah.
They're beautiful as well. Very good.
Beautiful sunflowers. And I think
sunflowers. Okay.
okay,
So, in Tennessee,
Tennessee.
some rural back country sort of place.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, are we thinking like small town?
Yeah.
Yeah, small town in Tennessee. Two people are about to fall in. Ned just had a shake there, and we're going to leave that in the podcast.
Yeah, because he's come to join
you
us.
just interrupted me.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you feel good about yourself, buddy? Okay. Can I move on now? Let's move on. All right. He's down. He's laid down. He's fine. He's playing.
Exactly. He's just with you.
cool.
He's joining. He's on. Basically, he's just clicked into the passenger seat. I'm here for the ride, buddy.
I just went, small town in Tennessee. He went, oh, yes.
Yeah, that's a bit of me. That's a bit of
Two
me. That
people
one.
are about to fall in love.
Yeah,
Okay.
they are.
So,
Okay.
we need to find out who
Mm-hmm.
and why.
I want to say,
I think.
go.
Ooh, go
no,
on.
no, no, no. You
no,
had
no,
a bit.
no. You came in.
I want
no,
to.
Go.
Zip.
This is the podcast now.
We are playing our own game of chicken.
Awkward silences.
Hot chicken. Like pasta potato. I think my first thing, and hopefully you've got a better idea, but my basic mind kicked in and said, they meet each other at a hot chicken shack, getting hot chicken, and they both got like one person thinks that they get the wrong order, and they both get each other's order,
Okay.
and then they meet.
Okay.
That's my basic mind. You go.
Okay. I was thinking chicken farm. Now, hear me out. I know this is going to be a little bit sad because it comes to hot chicken, they're both eating hot chicken, there's chicken in a basket. I get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But I like the farm ranch sort of like, maybe
Okay.
like farmhand, sort of vibe.
Okay.
I'm getting.
Oh. Okay. Farmhand. It's a ranch, right? Which lots of like different farmhouses and farm shops. They have their own food things, don't they?
Yeah.
So maybe they sell hot chicken. He works on a farm, and the idea
so
is it's
chicken
all
farm
organic.
selling
Everything's
hot
organic,
chicken.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
And their thing is, right. But I think so. So farmhand. Who's this person? Who's the farmhand?
Farmhand is called Michael.
Michael the farmhand, and I think it's the daughter of the
The mayor.
no, yeah, the mayor. I was thinking the daughter of the ranch owner.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And
Yeah,
I'm
makes
thinking
sense.
that Michael, so the daughter, let's call her Liza.
Oh. A little on the nose, but okay.
Yeah, why not? It's right in front of me. Say the first thing that comes to you. So Liza, I think is
her mother Mary and the Hartong family.
The Hartong family. You're right. And I've got a feeling that the shop's not doing very well, right? And I think that the farm hand has like an idea for the hot chicken recipe to get better, right? He makes his own sort of like recipe. I don't know. It's like something where like, there's the guy who's owned the whole thing is a bit blind to it. The daughter has to sort of say like, listen to Michael, and Michael wants to own a ranch and have his own chicken restaurant, hot chicken restaurant in the future.
Okay.
I don't know. What are you saying?
What if the chicken farm didn't have the restaurant to start with? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the chicken farm's not doing so well,
Oh!
like selling eggs or whatever.
Love
it's
it.
not going well. And he decides, what if we sold hot chicken here from the farm?
We got.
We use our chickens.
Yep.
It's locally sourced. It's fresh. It's organic. The chickens are looked after. They've had a lovely time.
Yeah.
Right? They've had a lovely
Yeah, 'cause
time.
Michael
They're all
plays with them all the
free-range and
time.
doing their own thing.
Yeah, he plays.
He knows how to
He
look
plays
after them.
catch with them.
And then he plays catch with them.
Plays catch with them.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, Michael plays catch with them.
He takes them all individually for walks.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and then obviously he says, but this is the idea to save the farm.
Yeah.
We create a chicken shack.
Okay, so yeah, so
People come and eat hot chicken.
that sounds amazing. I love that. I love that. So the love has got to blossom, hasn't it? So I think that maybe she would she like Michael at the start, and then it just grows.
I think. Yeah,
Or-
I think that there was already a
Okay.
thing. Like, but from afar, like because
Yeah.
it's not. It's foreboding.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they can't be.
No, you
together or
can't
something,
sleep with a
whatever.
chicken hand because you don't want to like.
You can't sleep with a chicken hand.
No, because you can't take him away from his job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to keep his mind
Every time
focused
she goes
with the
out,
chickens
Dad
all
comes
the
out
time.
and goes, Liza, get back in here. Stop playing with the chicken hand.
Michael, go get. And he's like, oh.
Haven't you got some chickens to go walk, boy?
And he's like, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, all right.
Yeah. I think.
Then
Carry on.
maybe then he earns favor
Mm-hmm.
with the father, the
Yeah.
owner of the ranch hand,
Yeah.
called
Mr. McSheffrey.
Mr. McSheffrey. Yeah. That's right, Tom.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
Mr. McSheffrey.
Oh wait, no,
Um,
not Mr. McSheffrey. Mr. Sanders.
Mr. Sanders. Like the Colonel. Like KFC.
What?
Like KFC.
No, I'm just saying he
the
served in
Colonel.
the military at colonel level. People called him Colonel Sanders. No, let's go with McSheffrey.
McSheffrey. That was the first answer. So, Mr. McSheffrey maybe is a little bit, because of how Liza and Michael are becoming quite close, he's a bit, he's keeping his eye on Michael.
Yeah.
He's not really his favourite customer, right? But as obviously Michael learns of the farm not doing so well,
Yeah.
and obviously he cares about the farm, he likes his job and all that kind of stuff. He cares for the chickens.
Yep.
He wants to make hot chicken out of them. I just realised when I said that. He cares about the chickens and he wants to eat them.
He wants to eat the sham. Well, he understands the circle of life and why these chickens are here. And I don't know. The chickens don't know. The way the chickens die is like he's chatting to the chickens and he's telling them a story all about life and about how wonderful life is going to be, a chicken world where it's run by chickens and everything's fantastic. And then poof,
Oh no.
I don't know if there's a humane way to kill an animal. It definitely wasn't that way.
There's got to be some hot chicken, so we have to do it. It's not our fault. We didn't write the book.
No. So I think the way it blossoms is, so the farm's going downhill and they think it can, the way they say, we can start selling hot chicken is basically Michael makes Liza and they have a meeting around the back of the chicken coop, which is what that is.
On the back of the chicken coop.
Where they eat chicken. Oh no! Anyway, fuck it. We're gonna have to do it. They eat chicken, right? Oh no, dude!
it's just not-
I know we can do
Go
it.
on.
How about it's like not real chicken,
It's vegan chicken.
vegan chicken, because he loves the chickens.
So that's how Michael saves the farm.
Yeah.
It's not very current because people are saying that it's not very humane that
Yeah.
you're selling hot chicken in front of a chicken farm.
Yeah,
So then Michael says, why don't we start getting with the times?
yeah, because he's a
And
vegan.
selling
He's been a
vegan
vegan the
chicken.
entire time, and he basically
Okay.
he has the no, he's a vegetarian because he likes cheese, and he basically Yeah, so I think they have this little meeting where they fall
He's
more
at
and more in
Whitefish
love.
from time to time, but he doesn't really cast himself as a
Yeah,
pescatarian.
it's
He's got that sort of like
he's a
quirk.
flexitarian. So they meet behind this shack and they eat hot chicken, right? That he's made.
Okay.
And that's where they fall in love. And she says, "We need to sell this instead." And he's like, "Oh, I don't think Mr. McSheffrey will go for that." She's like, "Oh, come on, come on,
Oh, come
Michael,
on.
we should." And he's like, "I don't know. Mr. McSheffrey gets mad when I ask suggestions." I don't know where we are right now in the world.
She's like, let me talk to him.
Yeah.
I'll get him to agree. Okay.
So that all happens. Everything's going great. The farm starts to blossom, but then all of a sudden he realizes that actually Liza and Michael are getting really, really close together.
Okay.
And he's like, "No, don't have sex with the chicken hand. Got to keep his mind on it." All right. And also the old ways of like, you've got to eat chicken. Like, we still do chicken. We've got all these chickens.
Yeah.
We have to use them. And he's like, we don't have to it doesn't have to be like that. We can, a lot of pushback. But ultimately, Chris, in the end, what happens?
In the end, maybe they defy. Maybe what they do is they start swapping a few things out in the chicken shop.
Yeah.
Putting a few things out there. Maybe add it to the menu without telling Mr. McSheffrey.
Yep.
Okay. And it goes really well.
Mm.
The one thing Mr. McSheffrey can't argue with is the money flow. Okay, it's coming in.
Damn right.
It's working.
The footfall.
Okay. Maybe then Mr. McSheffrey is forced to accept Michael. He's like, you know what? I was wrong.
Yeah.
Turns out, not chicken is.
He's
as
deep
good as
in a
chicken.
face full of what he thinks is hot chicken, and he's munching it, and then all of a sudden he goes,
Yeah.
and then he says, "This is fake chicken." And
What do
he
you
doesn't
mean it's
hear him
not
at first
chicken?
because he's slapping his chops and he's in deep. You know what I mean?
What's that one? What's that he say now?
Why is he fog on leg on? I say. And,
I say, boy.
And then he basically when he figures it out and he's like, "You're telling me this chicken right here is it's not got chicken in it?" And he's like, "Nope. In fact, none of the items we sell actually have any chicken anymore." He's like, "I did think there was a lot of chicken going around."
I did think we'd got a lot of chicken.
And then he gets really intense. He goes face to face with Michael. Michael's like, and then he goes, "Well, I guess I was wrong, boy." And he just walks out.
I was wrong.
And then they get really excited. Cut to a year later. Everything's booming. The famous McSheffrey hot chicken is like absolutely amazing. They're like, it's town transforming. People come from all over the globe now. Let's put it on the map. The little town of whatever little place in Tennessee puts them on the map. And then there's one more interaction with McSheffrey, Michael, and Liza, who have been in a loving relationship for the past year. What does he say to him, Chris? What does he say to them?
Thank you.
I think he gives them the keys. And he says, "It's your ranch now."
It's your ranch now.
Your ranch now. You never saw me cry. And he leaves. And there you go.
And then he comes back in and takes another couple of pieces of not chicken.
Yeah. We got ourselves
I'm just going to grab a couple of these for the road.
Yeah. And they live happily ever after.
Nice. Like it.
Yep.
Loving hot chicken.
Got ourselves a book.
Got ourselves a book.
Yeah. Awesome.
Should we see if we're right there? I have the blurb in front of me. It's rather long, so please book yourself in. And I'll try to get through it as cleanly and as quickly as I can.
Of course. I believe in you, buddy.
The Chicky Shack is something of a historical landmark. Red-clapped walls, thriving wasp population, yard toilets resplendent with sunflowers. My best friend Lee Ray and I used to come after our softball games and snag a picnic table, while our mamas ordered the home team special. Truth is, most people around here ordered the same thing until the day somebody throws their ashes off the roller coaster at Dollywood.
Fun.
The line snakes around the building as far as you can see. The grimiest bunch of Jesses, Pearls, and Scooters you ever did see. Hobnobbing the parking
What the
lot
hell is
from noon
hobnobbing?
until night. Hobnobbing.
Love that.
That's nice. When PJ Spoon returns home for her beloved daddy's funeral, she doesn't expect to stick around. Why abandon her PhD program at Vanderbilt for the humble charms of her hometown, Pennywhistle, Tennessee? Tennessee!
Yeah. Tall, yeah.
We got it.
You're
There
welcome.
we go.
I remember things.
Mama's broken heart, that's why. But truth be told, PJ's own heart ain't doing too good either. She impulsively takes a job as a fry cook at Pennywhistle's beloved Chickie Shack, where locals gather for Nashville-style hot chicken. It may not be glamorous, but it's something to do. You said about the Nashville-style hot chicken.
There we go. I told you.
There we go.
I've been to Nashville
You're
and had
killing
hot
it.
chicken.
Nashville had hot chicken.
I went to the Chickie
Yeah.
Shack.
I've been to the Chickie Shack.
Mm.
Okay. Fate shakes up PJ's life again when the town rallies around the terribly retro and terribly fun hot chicken pageant. Hot chicken pageant.
Yeah.
I'll take it. PJ finally notices her cute red-headed co-worker, Boof,
Fucking names in this.
a singer-songwriter with a talent as striking as her curly hair, and learns to fear her smack-talking manager, Linda. As PJ and Booth fall for each other, Booth's search for her birth mother, a Pennywhistle native, catapults the budding couple into a mystery that might be better left unsolved. The Chickie Shack pageant takes off, spurring old rivalries and new friendships in this tale of unexpected connections and new beginnings.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like that.
There you go.
Kind of a cute story, man.
That's a cute story, yeah. So
Yeah.
she comes back home
Mm.
after trying to get a PhD,
Yep.
because her dad dies.
Yep.
But she ends up sticking around, like to look after her mum,
Yeah.
and then she falls in love with a co-worker,
Yeah. Boof,
Boof.
who's a
Who's a
singer-songwriter.
singer-songwriter, but
And she's
also
got
trying to
really,
find
really
her mother.
curly hair and very, very talented.
She's very talented,
Cute.
very curly.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Nashville right, like that, but we kind of knew that. You know, that's like not because of the. Well, I suppose it is because there's hot.
I'm
chicken.
taking it. I'm going to take hot chicken, but it's Nashville style hot
And
chicken.
we-
It didn't say Nashville style
also-
hot chicken. You took that and you ran with it.
Yeah, and
And I'm
also
going to give it to you, Tom.
we said it was a small rural area, not necessarily Nashville, the city. So we got that right. We got location spot on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And if I knew any rural towns in Tennessee, I would have said Pennyville. So,
yeah.
so there you go. Whatever.
So we got that spot on. But the story...
Yeah, we got two people falling in love, but
two
we
people
didn't
falling
think
in love. But I mean, it's called Love and Hot Chicken.
kind
so
of
we got that
co-workers.
from there.
Kind of co-workers.
Kind of co-workers.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Michael
That's true.
worked for them, I suppose.
Yeah, her daddy owned it.
But then they worked in the shop together. But they were already in love at this point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And no one sung
But
a
so are
song.
PJ and Booth.
Yeah, that's true. But they found each other at the work. But I suppose thinking, hey, the shack brought love, and that's what we
There's
did.
some
as well.
similarities.
There's lots
we'll
of
say.
similarities
There's some
there.
similarities there.
And lots of
We'll take
similarities.
it.
Okay, man. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, man.
get your detective caps on, man. Put them on. Put them on. Tie 'em. Tie 'em real tight. Tie 'em real tight. Boom. There we go. Okay, not too tight. No, it's too tight. It's too tight. Too tight. Loosen. Loosen a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on.
We
I'm
nearly
ready
lost
to go.
you there, buddy. Nearly lost you there, buddy.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm just seeing stars a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
Seeing stars, but I'm good.
that's good. That's good. Yeah. Wow. I got worried there for a second. Thought we'd lose you. Yeah, that's it, right, guys. When you're tying your hats, don't tie them as tight as Chris did, because you'll see stars. Not the good kind. Well, Chris, does that book cover tell the story? We got.
I mean, we had a lot of similarities, so I don't think you can really say that it doesn't.
I think, mate, it's got a chicken shack on it, and it's called Chicky Shack.
Chicky Shack.
It says sunflowers, and there's sunflowers on the thing, right?
It did say about some flowers.
Picnic bench.
That's true.
There's a picnic bench there.
They love to grab a picnic bench. Yeah. I think it's going to have to walk away scot-free.
Fucking get the hell out of here.
Get out of here. You nailed it. Get out of here.
You know, you gotta love it when a book cover tells a story, man. It makes me feel good.
Absolutely.
Makes me feel good.
Makes you feel good. Makes you feel good.
Well,
anyway, should we finish this thing off with a fun fact or a fun story? Have you got anything?
Chris, yes. Do you have fun facts?
I'll think of one whilst you tell yours.
Okay, well, I have a fun story, and it's kind of in correlation with the idea of what we were doing, what we were talking about earlier, about old people.
Okay.
Or getting old, not old people necessarily. So this is like, so there's a woman called Catherine Kitty Hodges. Hodges. Hodges, yeah. So Catherine Kitty Hodges, a 103-year-old from Seattle, broke the world record for becoming the oldest female tandem skydiver. She went skydiving at 103.
Amazing.
And she didn't die.
Well, what have you got to worry about at that age? You just go, I'm
not
supposed to be here anyway.
That could finish you off, right? The idea is this year, at 103 years old.
What a way to go, though.
Yeah, I know. This Seattle native and tenacious daredevil broke a new record and became the oldest female tandem skydiver since her predecessors, several fearless 102-year-olds. So before her, there was like a group of 102-year-olds who was like, let's just fucking go, right?
She's like, I'm going to live to 103 and do it.
Yeah. And yeah, she was like, one more year, and then I skydive. Her courageous act proves that it's never too late to tackle new and unexpected endeavors. She inspires us to make the most out of life and to boldly conquer our greatest fears, no matter how daunting they may initially seem. Kitty is a fucking hero. And she's 103. That's why, but also,
amazing.
Mate, imagine the insurance put out on that.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got to be like, if you're the skydiver who's got a 103-year-old strapped to you,
yeah,
you must be like, at some point, I could have a dead body. I could be in the middle of the air with a dead body. You know, because, like, the adrenaline could kill you.
Just finish you off. Or she never felt more alive. And there you go.
Exactly. And
one or the other. I'll roll that dice.
And I chose that story above the 85-year-old Iron Man. There's an 85-year-old Japanese guy who did the Iron Man.
There's because I love these kind of things where, like, you know, people, you know, they get old and then they think, sod it, let's just do something. Like, it doesn't mean that I have to stop because I'm old.
Exactly.
Right? And my tattooist, Pete, who is like based locally, he tattooed somebody who was 101, and he became either the first or like the oldest guy to get a tattoo or the oldest guy to get his first tattoo. It was one of those, but it's in the Guinness World Book of Records, and he's from Chesterfield.
What did he get?
There you go. What do you mean? Oh, what tattoo?
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know,
because like
you can look it up though. It's on it's on the internet and that you can look him up.
Okay, 1 minute. I'm looking it up. Fill the air, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember talking to Pete about it. He was quite like scared. You know, like you said, like with the thingy instructor is like like I could be going down with a dead body on my back.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Pete was like, you know, he's quite.
Jack Reynolds from Chesterfield.
Jack Reynolds from Chesterfield. Is he the oldest person to get a tattoo? 104. Oldest person to get a tattoo or oldest person to get his first tattoo?
Yeah, Pete who's tattoo shop.
Pete Who's Tattoo Shop. That's where I go.
What did he get? Oh, he put. Oh man, he just got his Centurion. He just got his date of birth. Maybe he's forgetting it. That's why.
Maybe.
It's to cheat the doctors. Well, what year were you born? He goes, 6th of the 4th, 1912. No big deal.
Love the sniff.
Yeah. What are you on about?
6th of the 4th, 1912.
Yeah. Everyone goes, no, I think he's going well. He still knows when he was born. And he just keeps getting. You don't know that more tattoos he's got now is just like, other stuff that's happened in his life, so he can just reel them off. Yep. No worries.
Yeah.
Nail that one.
Yeah.
He looks chuffed to bits.
Loves
Amazing. Yeah. So he got his 6th of the 4th, 1912.
Amazing.
That guy's seen some stuff. So to be honest with you, that for the tattoo situation, like I don't have a tattoo because I'm quite indecisive. He had a lot of time to think about that, and he went with his date of birth.
So maybe you should take something from his book, right?
I don't want a date of birth.
Like,
I think
just go,
personally, you've got 104 years to think about it. I would have gone something better. Jack Reynolds, I'm joking. You're amazing if you're still alive.
You're amazing. Yeah, what a guy.
Let's go. Yeah, basically trying to say, like, it doesn't matter how old you get, you can still do new things. Isn't that fun? That's what the world we live in. You can still do new things. Yeah. And you should push yourself to do new things, I think.
Absolutely, that's true. Also, frogs drink through their skin. Guys, this has been Judge a Book by its cover, where we take books and judge them on the covers and see if they tell the truth or not. My name's Chris.
And I'm Tom.
And you have just been J.A.B.B.I.C.
They really drink through their skin?
That's true, yeah.
Oh my God. Have you seen a frog try to jump on ice? If your body's full of that much liquid, you stick to it. You can't jump.
Oh, that's true. I'm going to go YouTube that now.